This is from the Bleacher Report. And the question is, are we sleeping on the Browns? Why AFC North will be the NFL's toughest division in 2023. And this is interesting. They point out 2 years ago when Baker Mayfield was still their quarterback, Browns were ranked 8th in the preseason Super Bowl odds. Now that they have Deshaun Watson, third highest passer rating in NFL history for his first full season. Beyond that, Nick Chubb, one of the league's top 3 running backs, offensive line, continues to be upper echelon. A defense that features Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith to the fray. Why are they considered so far back in the pack is the question. I think it's a valid question. And again, I think we've touched on it a little bit. I think nationally people are uncomfortable talking about Deshaun Watson. And they don't want him to succeed. And you know what? I think that's going to motivate him even more.
Yeah, it's we need to just come to the conclusion. I mean, they've really, and this is my thing. I always tell Browns fans, let's not look for confirmation bias from the major networks in the major places. Like, they're not coming down here to look for you. They're not like, they don't really want to be in Cleveland. They don't really want to come down here to do these games. You think they would rather be where? They'd rather be in Dallas. They'd rather be in New York. They'd rather be in L.A. All those other cities have appeal so they can go down there and have a really nice seminar and hang out and poolside and then go to the game, cover the game. They're never going to be the darlings of the Cleveland Browns. So we should stop looking for their approval because they're not going to give it to you. The reason they don't like the Browns, they don't like them for a couple reasons. They don't like that Jimmy has them. So a lot of people don't like Jimmy Haslam as an owner in terms of what he does. There's a lot of people that don't like Deshaun Watson. They don't like his contract that he got for how many million it was. And on top of that, they really do not really kind of respect the Browns for what they've done because they haven't done a lot. And even when they were expected to do a lot, they kind of, fumbled the ball on that because, they did not do what they were supposed to do. They didn't live up to expectations. So around the league, the Browns aren't getting crazy respect, which is okay because that means that Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, and Myles Garrett, all of those guys can be logged in, dialed in, and ready to go because that's what matters. And no matter what we say, you can never judge how another man's going to work, how another man's going to perform. They got that opportunity to come out every day and do it, and it really don't matter what they say. And I'm glad there's a chip on their shoulder a little bit.